Hi, this is Norcaffeine and welcome back to the island of Bao Bao and to Tropico 5. So, when we left off, we finished a bunch of quests. And the apparent thing to do now is to claim our independence. Now, how do you claim independence? Well, I've not checked if the sound is too loud actually, so yeah, we'll just lower this. I think it's fine. To claim independence, you necessarily, you will want to have constitution. I think you must have constitution to write your
Presidente.
constitution. Yeah, and you also need 51 or 50% approval rating. How do you increase your approval? Well, that's just getting more revolutionaries to the island, killing off the royalists if you can, and increasing the happiness. How do you do that? Well, you add housing, you add entertainment, you add stuff, basically. So I will add an opera, and to increase liberty, if you're such kind and generous type of, I don't know, dictator, you would want to do that as well. But yeah, so you will have to ensure that people are happy, which is kind of logical, I believe. Yeah, it is. So, what should I do? Hire you.
Is that a hoax?
Oh.
To think I admire the pirates for their free spirit. It turns out that they also follow a king. The Pirate King.
Okay, so right now I will just send Lord Oxworth, so I gain more revolutionary support. It's strange in this colonial era, it says you gain more support. I don't know if that just boosts the opinion of you from everyone, or what it does to the game. But that's basically how you get support, just by finishing these quests and doing the right choices, of course. So I will just make a banana plantation. So right now we just have to get to, oh, we're soon reaching the barrier. Okay, but yeah, so we have to get
Disaster. The revolutionaries are demanding that you insult the king.
Oh yeah, so we have to insult the king.
The best way to insult the king would be to seduce his queen. That is obvious.
Yeah, so I think there's like some of these events you can do the same answer over and over again, and but I also experienced that the same answer won't be working the next time. So I don't really remember what will happen if you do this. The king will be pissed off because you sent the queen a better gift than he could. The poem, I think we will send penultimate.
Oh, I am the very model of a modern major general.
Okay. The queen was very impressed by me, however she seems to be not that well in the head. She kept talking about no one sending her pet monkey before. She gave me some money and sent me away. Oh, so penultimate gain 3,000. The queen is a loon, and we live to fight another day. Okay.
His Majesty's plan.
Yeah. So we have one cotton plantation. That will do for this quest, I believe.
Presidente. Whoa, I'm getting ahead of myself. Governor, the island is ripe for revolution.
Yes, indeed it is.
Freedom will never sink thanks to your efforts.
Yeah, so we... Oh shit, I should have taken the free guard towers. So, yeah, now the new military system comes into play. In Tropico 4 you just had barracks and army bases and guard towers and bunkers, sorry. And soldiers were stationed there, and they would just be walking around until rebels attacked. In this game, you have a new combat mechanic. So what you necessarily want to do is place out some guard towers. These will work like sentries, keeping the enemy at bay until your soldiers arrive and dispose of them. You don't necessarily want to build houses next to this or have them next to houses, because the liberty in the area will sink, as it all should, when somebody is pointing machine guns over your roof. I don't know I think military stuff are cool, but people here don't like it. So, that's the first aspect of it, the guard towers, which will be worked by 2 illiterate people, or depending on how the constitution say what kind of education you need to be a military person. And you have the barracks, the forts, and the tank or army bases. We will get to that in the next era, although right now you have the military fort. It's a big building, it will be performing its role in the modern era as well, although it's ineffective, and the barracks will take up just considerably less space than the fort. But for now, the only thing you can build is the forts. So, where and why would you want to build them? Well, the palace...
Yeah,
new countries, why not? The palace acts like a fort. It has 8, as you can see, colonial militia people here. So these guys are soldiers. These make up 1 squad. Right now, I haven't explored anything, but if I want to, say, go to that mine, check it out, I will say go and explore. What will happen is that out of my house or palace runs these
Awaiting orders.
colonial soldiers. Now they will go on exploring. You can see their sign over their unit indicating this is my squad. I can select their base, I can recall them from the expedition, or I can just make them explore another part while they're at it. When you're invaded or fighting on your island, these will pop up over your people, and
We have
enemies
invented red tape.
enemies will have red circles above them, so you can distinguish.
It turns out,
And I already have an opera,
jolly good news, old
so
chap.
I
The
think
peace
I
you
will
commissioned
take.
for the Pirate King.
I just take the extension. So yeah,
For the
these guys,
fatherland.
the rebels or enemy invaders will also get this red dot over their unit. So, oh, menu, shit. So right now we have 1 squad.
War is
I guarantee you that when the crown invades, we will
His
not.
Royal Majesty
Oh, hello.
has instructed.
We will not be able to fight back because we don't have any military capable. They will usually send 2 or 3 squads, 3 usually, and then it helps to have these guard towers to bog them down and give them some damage while your squads move in to take them out.
Our soldiers may be few.
Yeah, we don't have any military force, so we will do that as well. Getting very lucky with those quests actually. They just pop up whenever I'm actually planning to doing stuff like building houses and all that jazz.
Presidente.
Yeah, we will not proclaim independence just yet, penultimo. Also, the voice actors has changed for everyone. The president, as you could hear in the intro in the last video, and if I kind of
I'm listening.
select him, there's some new voice actor. Penultimo has a new voice actor indeed. Everyone has. Well, Penultimo and El Presidente is the only ones living from the earlier game.
Thanks to your efforts.
These are new guys. So she's a communist and revolutionary, and then she ended up being an environmentalist, which is kind of funny. I'm not sure if that's the natural flow of things, but that's her story. So we have a substantial amount of goods pile up, and as you can see, this guy is exporting shit. He's actually exporting sugar. Well, that's because this guy will only need 3,000 units of sugar, so he will wait after this one is loaded, and when the animation is done,
Construction of His Majesty's underwater palace
It's
has
in
begun.
cash
The
crops.
crown requires a great.
So I'll just send double because that's not the problem. So now this one will be filled up with 3,000 units of sugar. That's the max a trade ship can have, unless you have the dry dock, which can increase that with 50% from 3 to 4,500. Yeah. So now we have, as you can see, built our forts.
Wait.
Forts. We have the constitution, so we can make one when
You
we
managed to win the pirate.
declare independence. What I'm trying to say now, pause again. These forts are acting like the palace. The palace is unique, and if it gets destroyed, we are screwed. But these guys, these forts, will be providing us with another squad of soldiers capable of fighting the enemy at our shores. So now I think we are very much ready indeed to take on the crown when we proclaim our independence, which I may want to do. Let's see, it's not paramount that I finish this one. As you can see, it's a long time until next time, although I just wait. And also, just so you can see, 6 of 6 months until the next ship arrives. If I increase the budget to max, it will cut down the amount of time, so you get a steadier flow of ships to your island if you increase the budget of the docks. But yeah, so what's a kind of a gaming mechanic? You can now activate military drills. What that will do is increase the efficiency of your military by I don't know, double. Yeah, well, they will get more attack power, that is. So now, oh shit, I think we're fine. A guard tower and a farm. Yeah, this is a very, oh no. Can I initiate disaster relief fund?
The earthquake is over. We made it.
Yeah, so they've destroyed. Yeah, I think actually the disaster relief fund thing managed to fire before. Yeah, it did. That was another cheap way to avoid the bulk of the earthquake. What you also can do is increase the budget of the teamsters to, I don't know, carry faster and more, and the construction workers to work even faster. So I will do that as well.
His Majesty is furious. He has just learned that you've begun mustering a sizable army, yet you don't have a Major General. Appoint one immediately.
Oh, so, well, we will just appoint ourselves a revolutionary. That's just a quest. Nothing will happen on your island. What I also will do is build this lighthouse. What that does is increase the amount of trade routes provided in this menu. So that's that. Let's see this gold trade route. That disappeared. God damn it. But yeah, as you can see, we can import gold from the pirates, and import prices are normally 2,500. This is half, which is very cool. So you can get some really great trade offers if you are careful to watch out. But for us, that's not a urgent matter just now. What I think we can is actually proclaim our independence right now, because we are in such a situation economically and militaristic that I believe we will survive. So yeah, let's just do it.
Presidente.
His Majesty is most amused by your declaration of independence.
This will happen. I think this debt is proportional with the amount of approval you have with the crown. So if you have high approval, I think you will just have to pay 10,000. If you have really bad opinion, you will have to pay 20. This will not be taken out of your cash flow. It will be taken from your sovereign debt, which will be another edict in the next era, which you will have to buy back, basically spending 11,000 because you will have some interest, or you can just have the debt running forever and you will have to pay additional monthly expenditure on your interests. Or you just say, let them come, which will do. So we will fight. Also, just place your guard towers on the beaches, because that's where invaders will come from anyways. So now we have a firefight. And since I activated the military drill, you can see they have more attack than these guys. The number indicates they are stronger. A full squad, which means a fully employed fort, will also be more efficient.
Viva el Presidente!
And they don't necessarily have to die, but the health of the squad will fall in the fight. So they have lost 2 men. As you can see, there's a dead guy over here and a dead guy in the shadows there. And here we have a butchering. Here's like 2 squads versus 1. So sad. You're not going to survive. Yeah. And there we go. This is how you progress. World Wars. We finally gained independence. So now we have free. Just now we can research something immediately to increase the amount of constitutional options we have. But for now, we can choose what kind of state we will want to be. So many will just say, oh, I want a professional army, and nobody is high school educated on the island, or very few is. So conscription is the way to go, just for the moment. Here you can choose atheist state. The religious faction will hate you. This will make the religious faction love you, but I think I think communists will hate you. And the secular state will, I think, is a middle ground. I always run this. I had this theocracy running. It lowers the crime in the vicinity. It's kind of great, but meh. And we have the voting rights. Now you can't deny election, but this is very paramount when it comes to happiness and liberty, because people will want to vote. So you can have wealthy citizens vote. I think that's men and women which are wealthy. We can have male citizen vote, which means there are even more voters, but only males can vote. I don't really see any reason why women and men are unequal in this game, because they perform just the same roles. In Tropico 4 there was like male teamsters and garage and lumberjacks. They were men, they could not be women, but in this game you can be a woman and fight in the army. So I will say all citizens can vote. And if you have done some unpopular choices in the constitution, you will immediately see it on the approval rate. But for the moment it seems that nobody actually has any outstanding issues with my choices regarding the constitution. So we will just we will research the legalese.
The religious citizens in Tropico.
Welcome, brother.
Holy moly.
Today.
So, oh, and that ends the game. I forgot. Well, as you could see, we gained radio in the beginning, or in the top I mean, because during the World War era you have radio and electricity, and we won the mission. So, well, let's just save this. Yes. Oh, Tropical series maybe. There we go. So we finished the map. We didn't lose the map when we finished this mission. We will be in the World War era on that mission as well. On the next island and this island after we finish. And then Cold War and then Modern Times. So we can just kickstart this map and see what will happen. What's the scenario in this map?
At last, some recognition. I've always wanted to be part of a secret fraternity bent on world domination. Hey, they even got me appointed governor of a new island just to show what they can do. Now it is time for the hazing rituals, I guess. My new brethren want me to befriend the US president. The order wants to spread its influence throughout the Americas, and I have been chosen to do it. Making friends with the Yankees is not my forte, but I'm sure I will master the skill in no time.
Okay, so we have a new quest.
Welcome to your new island, my apprentice.
Yeah, so that's like some Donald Trump stuff.
Welcome to your
Greetings, old.
We do the same. We start with even more money now.
His Majesty has come up with
fantastic, and we have fewer citizens. Well, we will have to survive. I think I will call the video quits just after I quickly start this game up. What's happening now is we kick back to the colonial era, although we have another island which will run kind of in parallel with our other one. The quest line will be kind of the same, although you will have different... you will experience the game differently this way. I think it's a cool way to do it, actually. To just spread you out on 2 different islands. You will have to finish the quests, and maybe one island is better at completing one quest as another. If you have a tourism mission, which happens like 2 times in the campaign, maybe this island is better than the other one. And if you have a mining mission, this island may be better than the other one. But it's all about how you make it yourself. I think everything is balanced out pretty well, so you don't have a disadvantage choosing this island over the other. That's just how it goes. So we start the game. We have to build a ranch. Well, to be fair, I have mixed opinions about ranches. In the early in Tropico 4, it was like the same. I didn't really like ranches. They can give you a buttload of money because meat and milk, meat in general, that depends on which animals you produce from, gives you a lot of cash. Although the earlier the ranch at the beginning will quickly deteriorate the soil here, so they will run out of food. So you can't, if you base your economy on ranches, you will find, and you spend a ton of time the colonial and World War era, you will be struggling because factory farms are so good. They just butcher the ranches, and the only thing they need is corn and workers, and they can provide you with so much resources from that, well, the livestock you're producing. But right now these are depending on grazing the pastures, while the factory farms just need corn. So yeah, later on ranches become fantastic as factory farms. Right now I only build them because I have to. But yeah, this video is going to be a bit shorter than the other one. I wanted it to be 25 minutes, the first one. It became a half an hour, and this one is maybe 25 now, I don't know. But yeah, we will just play it slowly here, and that's it for the first island, and welcome to the next one. We will continue in the next video on this island and try to survive in the colonial era once again. Is there something we can do here? Nope. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave me a like if you like what you see. Please leave me a comment if there's something you want to comment on the game, on my play style, on whatever. Subscribe to me if you like this game and want to see me play it more, play different games like this and the content I make. If you like it, subscribe to me. And thank you for watching. So I will be seeing you the next time. Bye bye.